Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In case you have not met me before, my name is Ogaga Johnson and I help aspiring and established professionals to kickstart and advance a successful and fulfilling career in project management. I have a 9-to-5 where I work as Director of Workforce Development, and on this channel I share everything about a career in project management, including lessons learned from my 9-to-5 as a project manager and running a project management business. So if you're interested in learning about project management, in growing or starting a career in project management, then click on the subscribe button and let's learn together. So in this video, I'll be answering 4 questions that I'm always asked. And I feel like that's a question you might want to ask me as well. So here they go. Question number 1, do I need to tweak my resume for every single job that I apply to? My answer for that question is absolutely yes. Here is why. Every single hiring manager that puts out a job ad, they are looking for some specific things. Yes, it may be a project management role, and there are some generic project management things that apply across all jobs. But regardless of that, there are some specific things that this particular organization needs in that PM that is specific to the organization that other jobs that are out there might not need. So by tailoring your resume for each job, what you're doing is that you are identifying the specific thing that this particular organization needs, and you are ensuring that it is on your CV. That is the main thing that will actually set you apart from every other person that is applying. So it is very important. I would say the key thing you need to tweak, because there's this 6 seconds rule where a recruiter only looks at your CV for the first 6 seconds and decides or determines if they actually want to look at the rest. So you need to grab their attention in the first 6 seconds of reading your resume. So I tell people that the first thing you should have on your resume is a professional summary. And your professional summary doesn't have to be so long. But the point is that whatever you write there must say yes to every single essential skills, experience, or requirements that they have in the job ad. That is really the main thing you should tweak. If you're even saying, I don't want to tweak all my resume for every job, I don't have the time. If there's one thing that you should tweak, it is your professional summary. Tweak it to ensure that it aligns directly, matching every single line item that the recruiter or the hiring manager has put on the job ad as required or essential. Question number 2, do I really need up to 3 years of project management experience to write the PMP exam? I know people are asking me that because they're like, can't I just manufacture experience somewhere? Well, for me, I'm a big no on that. Don't manufacture experience. Like, seriously, I believe that if you have worked for 5 years, 7 years, you should be able to mine out up to 3 years of experience being on a project. Whether you were not leading it, doesn't matter, but at least you were involved in the project in one aspect, whether at the initiation stage or the planning or the execution or during the closing or the administrative side of the project. That is project management experience. So yes, you really need up to 3 years of project management experience to write the PMP exam. So to do this, to be able to calculate if you actually have up to 3 years of project management experience, what you can do is think of all the different projects you have worked on. Remember, a project is anything that you don't do every single day. So for example, you write an annual report. That's a project because it's only done once a year. Or you write quarterly reports. That's a project because it's only done once every quarter. All right? I hope that got you thinking. We all have projects in our day-to-day activities, so think through that. Now, I will also put an article in the description of this video for you to use as a format or a template or a guide to help you calculate your project management experience. So number 1, identify all the projects that you feel like you've done, and then look at how long was the duration. Maybe it took 1 month or it took 3 months. Put those months down. and then add those months together, but ensure that you are not calculating any overlapping months, because you have to have 36 unique months of project management experience. That is the requirement from PMI to write the PMP exam. Okay, and remember, the 3 years experience, 36 unique months, are for people who have like a bachelor's degree, basically a 4-year degree. All right. Question number 3. I want to transition to project management, but I don't know where to start. I completely understand. There's so much information online and so much information everywhere, actually, not just online, everywhere. And you're wondering, okay, where do I start? What do I do? The first thing I will say is start by gaining knowledge on project management, because no knowledge is ever wasted. So whether you're reading books, whether you are listening to YouTube videos, or you're reading articles, just start reading on project management. Anything at all you can find on project management, because this just increases your knowledge. Next step, obviously, because you are trying to transition to project management, so you're looking to land a job, whether it's an entry-level role or just switch completely from what you were doing before into the field of project management, I will say that it is great to find a community, to be able to network and learn from the people there who have successfully transitioned to project management, and also have that support system, a group of people who you are actually trying to transition to project management together. Because when you're tired, when you feel frustrated, you have those set of people to encourage you, like, hey, we're in this journey together, let us keep going. So a community is always great, because in that community you find people who can actually help you in terms of give you advice and guidance in order to go on the journey successfully. So I would say the community of project managers, whether aspiring or current project managers, will be very, very essential. Now, in my description, also in this video, I will put a guide, an ebook that I have. It's called PM Guide, and it basically gives you the step-by-step process that you can take in order to transition to project management. So click on that link. It's a free ebook. Get it. It's very, very concise, no fluff. Tells you straight to the point the steps you should take. And I'm sure that when you use it to help you, because it has helped so many others. All right. And I also have a video where I shared a couple of things you can do as well. I will link that video. So when it pops up, ensure you click on it and you watch it. All right. Question number 4. When filling out the PMP application, do I need to submit my references, certifications and all? No, you do not need to submit any of those. The only time you'll be asked to submit references to validate your project management experience that you have put there, or your certificates to just show that you indeed have the education that you have included in your application, is when you're selected for an audit. And the audit process is very random. You think about it like they say this is not what they say, but think about it as an example. Every 9th application will be selected for an audit. So that's how it works. So it's not based on what you write in your application. And one other tip I want to throw in there is that when you actually do apply for the PMP and you are approved, you have up to 1 year for that to write your exam. So the application is valid for 1 year. So if you're wondering or thinking, will they accept my application? Just send in your application, because it's free, and see if you're approved. And then if you're approved, you have 1 year to prepare and study to write your exam and pass it. So that's sufficient time enough. And if you're wondering what's the PMP, I want to know more about the PMP, I have something I call a PMP checklist. And if you go to the description in this video, I'll have a link there for you to access it. And once you get the checklist, you also have an email series that really tells you every single thing about the PMP, how to apply, what to do to study for the exam, what to do after you get your PMP as well. So I'm sure that'll be very beneficial and helpful for you. Now, those are the 4 questions that I have, but I also have a very, very, very interesting tip for you. And I get asked this question a lot as well in terms of my resume. What is the ideal structure for my resume? So I would say number 1 thing is your professional summary, which I explained earlier on. The next thing you can include are your certifications and education. Okay, certifications and education. The next thing you can include are your top skills. Don't put too much, 10 is enough. And then your tools, the tools you can use. Ensure that the tools are relevant to the job, the skills are relevant to the job. Remember, I said your resume should be tailored to the job you're applying for. So that's the next thing, your skills, your tools. And then after that, you can now include your professional experience. That's your work experience, include them all down. And that's it. That's the ideal structure that I recommend. And one thing, in case you say, oh, like that means I'll have to be editing my CV every single time. What you can do is you can have a master resume. It can even be 4 pages, your master resume, with every single skill you have, every single tools you have used, every single certifications, every single thing. And then what you do is for each job, you look at your master resume and then you just delete things that you feel like are not relevant for that job. That way your tweaking of your resume for each job is easier and simpler, because you're literally just maybe reducing your 4-page master CV to a 2-page CV that you use for this application, and just really ensuring that only the things that apply to this job are the things that are on your resume. And I'm sure that once you do that, the number of interview invites you will get will actually increase, because the recruiters or the hiring managers are looking at your resume, will want to invite you to know more about you because it's so in line with the job ad. So I hope this video has been helpful and has answered questions that you might have. If you have any more questions at all, feel free to drop it in the comment section and I will respond to you. And if this video was helpful at all, you learned one thing or something, then please click on the like, subscribe, and share this video with others so that they as well can learn and have answers to any questions that they may have. So thank you so much for watching, and I have so many more videos on project management, everything you need to know about project management. So if you do check out another video that I have, then I will see you in a few seconds. Bye now.